Beating the market without timing it, the power of systems investing. Everyone wants to beat the market. Most people try to do it by guessing. The truth is, guessing never works for long. The greatest investors win not because they predict better, but because they follow systems. Systems remove emotion and replace it with process. That is the real edge of consistent wealth. This episode is about building that system. A method that lets you grow your money without needing to time every move. A framework that works in any market and for any investor. The myth of market timing. Every new investor believes they can outsmart the market. They wait for the perfect entry and the perfect exit. But perfection never arrives. Even professionals with billions in data get it wrong. Studies show that missing just the 10 best days in a decade can cut your returns in half. Timing the market is almost impossible. The best investors stop trying to be fortune tellers. Instead, they become systems builders. They design habits that make profits inevitable over time. The power of process over prediction. A process means rules that do not change when emotions do. It keeps you consistent even when headlines scream fear. It makes sure your money grows while others panic. Ray Dalio says, "If you do not have rules, you will be ruled by your emotions." A system protects you from yourself. It keeps greed and fear from hijacking your decisions. When you follow a process, the market's chaos becomes predictable. You stop asking, "What will happen?" and start asking, "How will I respond?" That is how professionals think. Dollar cost averaging, the core of consistency. One of the simplest systems is dollar cost averaging. It means investing the same amount on a regular schedule no matter what the market does. You buy more when prices fall and less when they rise. Over time, this smooths out volatility. It turns every downturn into a discount. It transforms uncertainty into opportunity. Data proves it works. Even during recessions, consistent investors outperform those who try to time the bottom. The system rewards discipline, not prediction. Automation, the investor's secret weapon. Most people fail because they forget or hesitate. Automation removes both. It makes your good habits automatic and your bad habits impossible. Set your investments to run on autopilot. Automatic contributions to an index fund or retirement account turn saving into routine. You will never have to rely on willpower again. The best investors automate their disciplines so emotions never interfere. When systems run quietly in the background, wealth builds silently in the foreground. Small actions done consistently create massive results. Rebalancing, the systemic reset. Rebalancing is the act of bringing your portfolio back to its original plan. It sounds boring, but it is the heartbeat of stability. Without it, success turns into risk. When one part of your portfolio grows too large, rebalancing trims it back. It forces you to sell high and buy low automatically. That is the opposite of what most emotional investors do. You can set it to happen once or twice a year. This small adjustment keeps your risk steady and your growth balanced. It is a quiet system with loud results. Diversification, the safety system. No system works without protection. Diversification spreads risk so one mistake never ruins everything. It is your insurance against being wrong. Think of it like farming different crops. Some seasons reward one field while others reward another. Together, they produce steady harvests. A balanced mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, and cash creates resilience. When one asset struggles, another thrives. That balance is the essence of true investing. Emotional automation, detached to win. Systems are not just about numbers. They are about behavior. The biggest challenge is detaching emotion from execution. Markets rise and fall, and feelings follow. A good system protects you from overconfidence in booms and despair in busts. It creates emotional distance between you and your portfolio. When your plan runs automatically, your mind can rest. You stop watching every tick. You start living your life while your money works for you. Backtesting, proof before action. Great investors test their systems before trusting them. They look at how their rules would have performed in past markets. If the system works over decades, it will likely work again. Backtesting shows what emotions hide. It turns opinion into evidence. It gives you confidence to stay the course when fear hits. You can do this with historical data or even simple spreadsheets. The point is not perfection but understanding. A tested system is a trusted system. Compound growth, the reward of routine. Compounding is where systems prove their power. Every small gain reinvested creates larger gains later. Time multiplies discipline. Imagine earning 10% on $1,000 every year. After 10 years, it becomes more than double. After 20, it becomes nearly 7 times more. The secret is not the return, it is the consistency. The system keeps you invested through every season. That is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary wealth. When systems fail. No system is perfect. Crashes happen, inflation spikes, and life interrupts. What matters is staying adaptable without abandoning discipline. Systems fail when people panic. They stop investing or change the rules mid-game. That resets progress and breaks compounding. The fix is simple. Review your plan once a year, not every week. Adjust slowly, test everything, and keep emotions out of it. Building your personal system. Start with automation. Set your paycheck to invest a small amount into a broad index fund. Make it weekly or monthly so it becomes routine. Then add layers. Include rebalancing, diversification, and a long-term goal timeline. Keep your process simple enough that you never skip it. Track your results quarterly, not daily. The less you look, the more you grow. Your system should run whether you are watching or not. Freedom through structure. The irony of systems is that structure creates freedom. When you automate discipline, you free your mind from financial stress. You stop reacting and start living. The wealthy do not have secret strategies. They have simple ones they never quit. Their systems protect them from their worst impulses. Freedom is not about guessing right. It is about building habits that make wealth inevitable. Systems give you that freedom one consistent step at a time. The investor's mindset. System investors understand that losing days do not define winning decades. They measure success in years, not in moments. They are patient because their plan already includes uncertainty. They do not celebrate luck or fear loss. They celebrate consistency. Every contribution, every rebalance, and every year of patience becomes a win. That mindset turns chaos into order. It makes volatility your partner instead of your enemy. That is the power of systems thinking. Final thought. You do not need to predict the future to build wealth. You just need a process that works when you are asleep. A process that keeps working even when you are scared. The market will always rise and fall. Systems stay steady. And that steadiness compounds into freedom. Because real investing is not about timing the market. It is about spending less time worrying and more time living. Build your system, trust it, and let time do the rest. This is not financial advice. It is financial awareness and a reminder that structure, not luck, builds lasting wealth.